the Creepy Podcast, Episode 3, Story 2, A Simple Demonic Ritual, read by Vlad P. and Leela, synths by DJ 4AM.
This one is called A Simple Dominic Rebecca DeMorn A Simple Demonic Ritual. Why are so many rituals used to summon demons so very complicated? I mean, if you're a demon who wants to steal the souls of the living as they try for a prize, why have your ritual need to be done at a certain time, in a certain place, with certain items, in a certain way, with certain people, and certain reasons? Why not? For example, design a ritual that anyone could do. Like the one I'm here to tell you about. The items required for this ritual are a complete lack of self-respect. No, that's not. Okay. The blood of a lamb slain at exactly 3:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on October 5th. A shingle from the roof of a burned-down church. Easy enough. Comma, and 7 other indistinct and impossible to find items. Ha! Just kidding. Okay, this time it actually did say that. That wasn't me messing up. Like, I didn't improv that. It actually says, comma, and 7 other indistinct and impossible to find items. Ha, just kidding. Ooh, you come from the H.P. Lovecraft school of kidding, don't you? Indescribable, impossible things, but they're gross and they're trying to touch you. Ooh, gross things touching you. We like to joke around down here. It's encouraged. All you need for this ritual is your living body, assuming you're still in possession of that. This ritual can be done at any time, in any place, but I suggest you do it somewhere private, simply to avoid looking odd to passing strangers. And honestly, if we're actually writing a ritual from a realistic perspective, I think that is very, very responsible advice. Because you are putting ideas into the heads of people who might actually do this stuff thinking it's real. It's already happened before, so yes, be responsible. Yes, do it somewhere private, safe. Maybe have someone watch you, like a buddy, like a drug buddy, looking out for the cops. Find your place and close your eyes, assuming you have eyelids. If not, don't bother. It doesn't matter either way. Begin thinking of the worst thing you've ever seen. If all you've seen are fluffy kittens your whole life, just try to think of the least adorable of them. Oh, God, just the least adorable kitten. Sorry. Because I love cute kittens, but I hate ugly kittens. I just want to smell them. The creator of this ritual loves fluffy kittens. It says that too. I'll just run this line back for you. Find your place and close your eyes, assuming you have eyelids. If not, don't bother. It doesn't matter either way. Begin thinking of the worst thing you've ever seen. If all you've seen are fluffy kittens your whole life, just try to think of the least adorable of them. The creator of this ritual loves fluffy kittens. Once you have that thought in your head, say in your mind,
I give you this.
After that is done, nothing will happen. Open your eyes again, assuming you had eyelids to close them with. Dispel all thoughts of slightly adorable fluffy kittens, and go about your busyness. Days will pass, months, perhaps years. If you're lucky, that is, eventually you'll die. That's right, you'll die. It happens to everyone. It won't be an odd death involving lots of pentagrams and mysterious disappearances and the like. It'll just be a normal death. Getting hit by a car while walking across the street perhaps, or maybe just passing away peacefully in your sleep. Your eyes will close gently. Those darn missing eyelids. Comma, and you'll slip off into death. You'll be mourned, I'm sure. Most people are. Now, the afterlife. Arriving there is boring for most. Can't impress anybody anymore. The whole climbing up a staircase into the clouds takes a lot more time than you'd think. It's a good thing that we have those silly little phones that cost like $3,000 now, because like that's when you're gonna need them when you're climbing into heaven, because it's really fucking far. Seriously, like Solomon tried to build that temple and he had enslaved demons to help him, and they couldn't get it done because it's fucking far. Okay, it's super high, like it's
way higher than airplanes
and astronauts and stuff, and really it's tricky. You have to navigate it in a certain way because it's just mysterious ways. The whole mysterious ways thing, you know, it's that U2 song, basically. Now, the afterlife. Arriving there is boring for most. The whole climbing up a staircase into the clouds takes a lot more time than you'd think. You'll arrive at the gates of heaven, pass through them, grab a pair of wings and a halo, etc., etc. You'll be there for a bit doing whatever people in heaven do. Snap, snap, snap. Swinging off clouds and scaring birds or something. I don't know. This is, I like this one. This one's cool. Oh, this is wonderful sarcasm. I have to say kudos. The delicious, probably now not made anymore, kind of granola bar thing I used to eat back in the day. They were delicious, and so was this pasta. Even though it's supposed to be pronounced pasta, but paste tastes pretty good too. This is pretty good tasting paste right here. Kudos for your creepypasta. But then one day, it'll all change. The colors of heaven will grow muted. The sounds will be dampened and the smells dissipated. The clouds under your feet will scatter, comma, and you'll fall down to earth. There you'll hit the ground.
right above your grave.
Grody. The ground will be pushed apart as your body comes out to meet you. Interred only moments before, it will be in near perfect condition. As your soul and your body meet, it will lose anything wrong with it. Scars and blemishes erased, injuries healed, those pesky eyelids growing back. You know, I thought that was like an if thing. Why do you... I think whoever wrote this, though, has a weird thing with eyelids. Like, I remember there was a magazine that was like it was a book of, when I worked at Tower Records back in the 90s, we used to carry a book called The Encyclopedia of Strange Sexual Practices, and the one that freaked me out the most, because we had a lot of free time there behind the register to look at stuff like that, was eyeball licking. So I think this person right here has some, like, you know, accelerated, because things go in, what do you call that? Exponentially. Because things, you know, they grow exponentially, like eyeball licking comes to some kind of weird, like no eyelids at all because they've been cut off kind of fetish. That's just like, dude, you'll be rejoined with your body, comma, and will be well and truly alive once more. Taking those few moments of time to think about the worst thing that had happened to you had earned you an entire life. I'm sure you're waiting to hear the bad thing that'll happen. Maybe your body will rot as though we're still dead, or you have to stay alive forever. As the universe is destroyed and you float through nothingness all alone. Well, I'm proud to alleviate those fears, saying that no, nothing bad will happen to you. You'll live until you die again, and when that happens, you'll enter into heaven once more, this time permanently. The only difference being that this time, when you die, the memory of that terrible thing to happen to you, that memory you used during the ritual, it will be gone. You have forgotten it, which comes as a relief to many. Of course, the question now is, what happened to that memory? Well, that's the business of the demon you sold it to. Perhaps he'll use it to torture others with horrific nightmares, or study it to learn new nuances of fear he can use, or any number of demonic things that you can do with such a memory, period. I've heard that he's attempting to build a weapon with these. Something he can use against humans. Something that could kill them all. Yes, of course, these are just rumors, and what are the chances your memory will be the one to bring about the fall of mankind? So go ahead, try this simple demonic ritual. Categories, ritual, and then demon/devil / if you're curious. But here's a here's a comment. I love how it actually makes sense. Humorous and yet ominous. Humorous, yet still sort of eerily ambiguous. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and feel free to try that. I endorse that, and I take full responsibility for any terrible thing that happens to you, and I'm just kidding.